Bucks outscoring the Miami Heat by 17 points in the second half for a 120-113 victory, improving to 3-0 against the Heat this season. Got to give the local kids some love, Steve Novak. Tyler Herro putting on a show tonight. 3 assists shy of a 40-point triple-double.
It really was a heck of a performance. And look, we always talk about these local guys coming back to Fiserv Forum, but you just never know when one of them's going to get hot and have that juice to get going. He had it tonight. This 40 points, it's just about led his team to this victory. If it wasn't for that outburst in the fourth quarter, really collectively by his team, but in large part due to KPJ as well. It's just an impressive player. A guy that's continued to get better and better. He's gotten a big contract, and look, he's one of those figures in the NBA that you can tell some people love him, some people hate him, but he goes out here, he talks a little trash, he gets it done. I'm a Brown Deer guy. I'm a Brown Deer Falcon. Okay. I grew up in Brown Deer. We used to play when my dad was coaching the Whitnall Falcons. I hated no school more because they were the other Falcons. But let me tell you something. This guy deserves some respect. He's a heck of a player, and he was on full display tonight. Mom and Dad sitting courtside. You got to be very proud of him.
Yeah, first-time All-Star this season for Tyler Herro. That was certainly on display. From the Gruber Law Office's One Call, That's All Sports Desk, Stephen Watson and Steve Novak here with you for Bucks Live. And we've mentioned Kevin Porter Jr. a lot in this show, and deservedly so, Steve, because he really has been a difference maker, particularly in the fourth quarter since he's joined the Bucks.
You know, and that's really saying something, because a lot of times when someone joins a team or they're a younger addition, someone you don't quite trust all that much, you don't exactly put him in the fourth quarter for winning time. But these are the plays he's making, and Doc is trusting him in those situations, and so it really is impressive. And look, you give a guy the keys, you want to see him make really good decisions. And look, he's been making big shots late. He was guarding Anthony Edwards late, doing a good job defensively. And I think he just has very clearly been taken in by this group and told, hey, we love you. You're a heck of a player. We respect you. Just getting to hear Dame Lillard, like you said, talk earlier about who he thinks he is, who he's always thought he was. I think that's probably exactly what KPJ thinks about himself. Hey, I am one of the best players. I am better than these guys. I have a lot to prove, and I obviously just want the right environment to be able to do it. And it sure seems in these last 4 games, these last 4 wins, KPJ is loved. He's in the right spot. He's playing well and making some great decisions for this group.
Yeah, guys at this level are confident. But when you have guys like Dame and Giannis backing up your confidence with words like that, it goes a long way. I mean, 3 of the 4 straight games that the Bucks have won, KPJ has scored 7 points in the fourth, 7 points in the fourth at Minnesota, 6 points in the fourth against the Wizards. Yeah. He has been an X factor for this Bucks 4-game winning streak. We've got much more to come here on Bucks Live, presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Doc Rivers on the other side as the Bucks keep it rolling. 120-113, the final tonight in downtown Milwaukee. The Bucks winners of 4 in a row, and during this winning streak, we've seen a lot of balanced scoring in our Havish, and Rotier numbers that matter. Exactly that. 6 Bucks in double figures. Damian Lillard leading the way with 28 points. Giannis up there with 20 plus as well, and how about that bench unit? Kevin Porter Jr. leading the way, 11 points, 7 of them coming in the fourth quarter, earning the attention of his head coach, Doc Rivers.
Kind of a slog a little bit for 3 quarters, but for Kevin to have a hand in 12 straight points to open the fourth, that really turned the game.
Yeah.
Just, I guess that impact there.
Yeah, I just thought, first of all, the first half, I thought they were the more physical team. They lived in the paint, and they passed the ball. But what I liked is we didn't let them get away. Like, I think it stayed at 10. Could have went to 15. It kept going to 6, back to 10, but we never let them get away. And then I thought right to end the third, and then that our bench, Scoot, Kuz, A.J. Green, that bench was huge for us. Jericho again, phenomenal defensively, rebounding. And I thought Scoot did it on both sides. Like, we put him on Tyler Herro. I thought he had a great run defensively there. And then I thought the invisible hero was Kuz defensively on Herro the last 4 minutes. I thought that was terrific.
Well, speaking of Tyler, too, I mean, he obviously was kind of controlling the game to a degree. I think he drew 11 fouls early. I guess what made it a challenge up until maybe those final minutes?
I thought we gave him too much space, and we talked about it at halftime. You got to get in his airspace and make him uncomfortable. If you remember in the first half, I don't think you can remember one time him bringing the ball up with anyone turning him. He just kind of brought it up free. I mean, he had a free game until, mid-third.
Herro hits that three with 3:01 left, deep one, and then after that, I think he missed one more shot, didn't take a shot outside of that one. What did you think Kuz did in those final 3 minutes?
His length, twice he pump faked, he couldn't get it up, he had to pass it. So I just thought the two things he did: he stayed in front of the ball square, and then he didn't bite. He's long, he doesn't have to bite, so he just stayed down, and I thought that was huge for us.
In the third quarter, I think they called timeout after that alley-oop with like 4:38 left. That would have been about the time you were taking Giannis out. Was that an adjustment in the second half to push him past 7 minutes? It was 7 minutes each of the first.
Yeah,
two
no,
quarters.
we knew we had more minutes. So, and we decided to use him for the second half. And we knew it was 31. I think he went 55 seconds over, so it's good.
But I guess just.
All right, that's head coach Doc Rivers. The Bucks look to make it 5 in a row on Tuesday night in Houston. We'll preview the matchup with the Rockets coming up next. 120-113 the final tonight in Milwaukee as the Bucks take the first 3 of 4 meetings against the Miami Heat. They've won 4 in a row. Tyler Herro putting on a show as the All-Star from Miami back in Milwaukee. The native scoring 40 points, having a little fun in front of mom, dad, and friends. Let's go inside the locker room and hear from Herro.
Yeah, it's really in the second half, I felt like they got comfortable offensively. They saw a couple of threes fall, just not closing out hard enough on some of them. And then, obviously they're a handful to deal with when Lillard and Giannis get going. So, my bad. Once they get rolling, it's tough to stop them. I thought we played a really, really well game throughout. Obviously, there were some moments that could have been better, but I think mainly defensively we could have been better in that second half.
Third time that you've hit 40 points this season, and third time that it has resulted in a loss. That's mystifying in many ways, I imagine, for you.
Yeah. Obviously, we want to win. That's what we're out there to do, is win games, and I think just got to continue to be aggressive, watch the film. If there's plays I could have made, other different shots I could have got my guys involved. Just going to keep getting better and watch the film. Obviously, no one wants to lose, and that's where we're at right now. We're just continuing trying to find consistency at this point in the season where we can just try to stack these wins right now.
Yeah, Expo mentioned, and it was easy to see, the ball went to where it needed to go. I mean, it's getting in your hands, and Bam and Wiggins as well, but you guys clearly obviously need a little bit more from the rest of the group tonight.
Ball, went where it was supposed to go. Yeah, I could have made a couple more plays for the guys. I'll take that, on me, and be ready to go tomorrow. Bounce back on that second night of a back-to-back is must win for us tomorrow.
All right, Tyler Herro, first-time All-Star this year, his third 40-point game of the year. 2 of the 3 have come in the last 3 games. Really impressive stuff from Tyler Herro this season. We're always rooting on local kids. Well, the Bucks defense will be tested once again on Tuesday night as they take on Jalen Green and the Houston Rockets, a team that's 5th in the Western Conference right now. Steve, a 35-22 record for Houston. They are tough, and the last meeting between these two teams was a 1-point win here at Fiserv Forum. Dame Lillard with a essentially buzzer beater layup with 3 seconds left to help the Bucks get out of a hole back in November.
Yeah, and it wasn't the prettiest game, but it was one of those games where you just battle and you try to figure out if you can win by 1, and that's exactly what happened. It was Giannis blocking Şengün with just a few seconds left, and then, like you said, Dame with just 3+ seconds getting a big one to go. So it's going to be a tough match, but I think the way that this team is playing right now, they are set. They've just beat the Clippers at home. They've just beat this Miami team tonight. They just won at Minnesota recently, and so they got something good going. Going on the road is never easy, but they're going to have to handle some trash talk from Brooks and the big fella Şengün and Jalen Green and those guys, so we'll see what they got.
I'll tell you what, these Bucks are padding their clutch time stats right now. A lot of close games, and the Bucks are pulling them out. What a second half effort from the Milwaukee Bucks tonight, outscoring the Heat by 17 points. It was a complete team effort. Giannis going for 23, Dame a team high 26. But how about this Bucks bench led by Kevin Porter Jr. to help the Bucks come back and take down Tyler Herro and the Miami Heat by a final of 120-113. We're back on Tuesday night on the road. Bucks and Rockets here on FanDuel Sports Network. We'll see you for Bucks Live at 6:30.